Good morning. It is so cold up here. I'm freezing. And like, the house is freezing, and it got down to like 46 last night. It's chilly.
It was just like 83 the other day.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 83 in a couple days too.
No. Well, you know how it is.
Yeah. Are there any nuts in that cereal?
Um,
I want to eat this.
I don't know. I don't think. Because it's honey bunches of oats, not honey bunches of nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, that right there is pretty conclusive.
Yeah.
But I'm not really sure. Not even willing to research it for a second. Mal just throws it in her mouth.
Mmm.
You really...
The oat clusters taste like Cracklin' Oat Bran.
You really didn't even check.
No, I didn't. It's probably fine. But yeah, the oat clusters taste like Cracklin' Oat Bran. That's what Cracklin' Oat Bran tastes like.
That's the only redeemable part of this cereal.
You should eat Cracklin' Oat Bran.
There's other things I should eat that maybe I'll eat that aren't that. Anyway, morning everybody.
We have a morning train.
Welcome to train. There is a morning train. Already level 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting a little of this in my mouth mostly because I want the cereal to go away. I'm still eating off of it because when you buy cereal at Costco, you buy it for...
Life?
You buy it for months.
Oh boy! A lamb made of milk and honey!
As one person.
Yep.
And I'm the only one eating it?
Yeah.
Like, it's months.
Yeah. Don't.
Anyway.
We have 333 bits from Satsy. I'm here. I missed it by 2 hours. Whoops. Well, it's fine. I mostly got... I was mostly getting dead named as they drew blood and getting coffee 2 towns over. Been a long time since visiting a cafe. I miss it terribly.
This was on Tuesday, by the
Oh.
way. That's why it says Tuesday.
For a second, I thought Satsy was 2 hours early.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Well, besides, you know, the dead name and the draw blood, like, at least the cafe was nice.
That's true. Sorry you had to deal with that.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy visiting a cafe.
Yeah.
That's something that we haven't done much in the past 2 years either.
We don't really have cafes.
Well, you know what I would consider a cafe, and you might disagree with me, but it has the vibe. Croissants.
Yeah,
Does that not have the cafe vibe?
It does.
It's the vibe.
Yeah.
There's a vibe. Anyway.
We have 31 months from Twitchy Toes and 28 months from Rack Bell 316. You okay?
Mostly.
Did you swallow without chewing?
No, I don't do that.
Okay.
He says moments before choking live on stream.
22 months from Risa 001. 24 months from Frorwolf. $30 months from NG Bin. 15 months from Zimmer CJ. 25 months from Pete Cal. 2 months from Nano Sauce. 43 months from Mr. Incredible Noob Lord. 37 months from Pseudobite. 24 months from Berry Crepes. $40 months from Angeman. 300 bits from Radio Dread. Almost Friday hype bits. Bet you thought this was a clown test, huh?
I mean,
There was a clown in
there's
it.
a clown in it,
Yeah,
so
so
kind of works.
still testing.
What are we playing tomorrow? Kirby?
Yes, because I just beat you in Pokemon Let's Go.
There's no reason to A, bring that up, and B, spoil that for anyone that hasn't seen that.
To attack you like that.
Feel attacked.
We have 5 gift subs from Mark from Vermont. They went to Wishmaster Jirachi, Tech Metal, Snowmeath, Frogger 2010, and Just in Time 96. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Are you okay? Are you trying to eat those too fast?
No.
Okay. We have 44 months from Danny X6, 30 months from Writerbook Ninja, 16 months from Good Fae Fox.
Yeah.
You are trying to eat it too fast.
Well, I have a job to do.
You could have had less.
No, I couldn't.
Okay.
I'm just, trying to get back to.
Renee says chew your food.
I am chewing. I'm chewing very quickly. I also don't like this cereal.
You don't have to finish it.
Coffee.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You buy a food, you finish the food.
Okay.
Where were we?
300 bits from Radio Dread. Surprise! This is a clown test. This time the clown is probably won't be yelling us all awake. Maybe.
But I will.
I'm not awake yet.
I'm awake.
I was up at some point, and then Kepler was like, "Hey, it's 5:30. Dry food scoop god's not going off. Hey, hey, hey." That was Kepler at 5:30.
I mean, right on time.
Yeah, right on time. Because we turned off the dry food because he wasn't feeling so great on Monday.
Yeah. I turned it back on.
Yeah, just for 5:30. He can have wet food the rest of the day while we're awake.
I need to sleep through the night, and
Yeah.
if I don't have that on, I will not. So
Yeah.
right now he gets just one little thing of dry food at 5:30 a.m.
Yep. 44 months from LHMS. 44. Sorry.
Three.
It just seems like such a large number.
We had 44 on Tuesday,
Yeah,
so it's like a number that we've seen before.
not many times though.
Yeah, this is a relatively new number.
Yes.
Yes.
We have a 24 month
discussion.
resub from Phoenix Zuzo. I want my breakfast.
Yeah, but yours shouldn't get soggy.
It already is.
Yeah. So there's nothing to lose. I'm like 2/3 done with this.
I know. 100 bits from Cabri 29. Thank you.
I hate your cereal.
23 months from Grandson Brambo. Another 23 from Salamis Dragoon. 300 bits from Ammon, Iowa. Train goes beep beep. Train's still here.
Train is still here. And wait for it. Wait for it.
Now train's going.
That was close.
Yeah. 300 bits from Radio Dread. Sugar. Needed some of this today too. Yeah. I have caffeinated coffee for breakfast today.
I didn't have any coffee yesterday.
I know, me neither. But I've been drinking decaf.
It's because I
A
woke
lot.
up. I woke up so
But
late.
I was tired and I was like, caffeine.
I woke up. I did a lot of sleep yesterday. Like a lot of sleep. I'm still tired too. Because the night before I had been up, like for Kep,
Yeah.
and I took a nap, but it still wasn't enough. And then we did the stream with John, and that was over at 3, or a little after 3.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, my body was like, "You sleep forever now," and I was like, "Okay." And I don't even remember when I woke up yesterday, but it was late.
Steven's cereal is Honey Bunches of Oats.
Oh.
You're done with that? Okay. 13-month resub from Wicked 3DS. 42 months from Cybe. 41 months from Cosmic Searle. You okay there? Then he's asked, how is Kepi? Kepi's doing much better. He is back to his normal self. He was on Tuesday, and then yesterday, and then today he's back to his normal self. We did call the vet on Tuesday because it was too late Monday by the time he started getting real sick. And we were like, hey, he's fine today.
They advised not to bring him in because it would stress him out, but
yeah.
We did set up an appointment for him
He needs
next month.
He needs his heart checked again because it's been a long time since we've had his heart checked.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, well, we could do that, but we could also, like, check his abdomen just to make sure.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna do that.
I suspect, based on how quickly he bounced back, is probably just a stomach bug.
Yeah.
But might as well just check it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a heart murmur. You may recall a long time ago, there was a vlog, it's been years ago, where, like, his belly got shaved.
It was his chest.
Well, a part of him got shaved, so that'll probably be happening again next month.
Isn't it, like, next week?
Those are the same things.
Yeah, but the way you say it makes it seem like it's in 4 weeks from now.
I mean, first off, it's not next week.
Ah, yes, swayed, Kippy.
It's not next week.
It's not?
No.
Oh.
And if I say next month, it just covers all the bases. They don't need to know when the appointment is. That does not affect them in any way. Just saying next month is fine. Give me this. Eat your food. 3 bits from Tricky Anthea.
Thank you.
But first, a snack.
Want to feel adventurous? Eat Tiny Eddie's infamous dill lumps.
A lot of lumps lately. That was from Satsy. Says, hey Eddie, I think Steven should put cinnamon on his cereal. Give it some new taste. What do you recommend? Eddie says, instead of cinnamon, what if dill lumps? I think dill lumps are pickles. I think if you go into a restaurant and you order a sandwich, you can say, give me a dill lump with that, and they'll call the police. I would know what you're talking about. I'd say, oh, I know, that's a pickle. That's supposed to be a pickle. Honey Bunches of Oats are not terrible. They're fine, but the problem is I've been eating them now 4 months. And I'm just really... I was not impressed the first time I had them, and now I've had them 20 more times, and I'm just like, I really want to be done. I have one more bowl of cereal to eat, and then it'll be gone, and I'll never buy it again.
A life lesson for you. If you don't know if you like the cereal, don't buy it at Costco until you've had a smaller box.
Oh, yeah, well, how about this life lesson?
What?
It's cheaper at Costco, and you will eat it, so it doesn't matter. Done. There's nothing I'm ever going to buy that I'm going to be like, oh, I hate this. I can't eat this. I don't think there's anything... Anything? That's true. Brandon's got a good point. It's cheaper at Costco, and if you dislike it, you can remind yourself of your disdain for months. Yeah, because if I would have just bought, like, a tiny thing at the grocery store, I might, at some point in the future, be like, did I like that? I don't know. But now I will know forever that, like, no, I pushed through 2 giant bags because they come 2 bags in a box. It is brilliant. Thank you. Thank you. I think you mean I'm brilliant. You're welcome. The true meaning of life is to suffer through things so you know what you truly enjoy. I know I don't like that. There is...
You need to suffer through things.
No. I've had one suffer today. Just the one, please.
You would like this if it was warm.
Yeah, that's called oatmeal.
It's also called oatmeal right now.
I can't eat cold oatmeal. There is certain... First off, I like most of my food hot, but even the ones I like cold, like, it's a texture thing. I'm like, Nah. There's some things I can look at and, like, I don't need to try it. Like, I know. My brain is like, nope, I've already processed all those parts. Don't need to do a live run of that. It would help. It would
I
help.
really like overnight oats.
NDL. No. No. Listen. It's still saving money if you eat it all. Because I had to receive calories into my body, and I did it over the course of like 20 different meals. So I still ate it. So I still saved money. It would have, your statement would be true if I threw it away. But I didn't. I suffered through all of it.
We also had to suffer. Because Renee is right. We also had to hear you grumble about it.
Also, my apologies for anyone that's like, I love Honey Bunches of Oats. Because I have definitely complained more than once about it. It's not even a bad cereal. It's really not. It's just fine. And I'm just over it being fine. I need something more exciting in my life than Honey Bunches of Oats. That's what I think. No, that's less exciting. Where was I?
You're right, Renee.
Okay, I'm gonna keep moving on.
NDL's right.
How much money are you saving? $2. You're willing to suffer this much for $2? Yes. Yes. Listen, we all have our quirks. You can't put the price on the suffering. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna read now, I promise. 300 bits from Tricky Anthea, which I almost read earlier, and then we had a discussion. Was trying to tell my friend it was almost time for hot chocolate and toast, but was so tired I said hot chocolate and soap. Confusion ensued. Also yak? Don't eat soap, probably.
No, do not eat soap.
Oh, okay, don't. Don't eat soap. Just don't do that. All the time?
Yes.
Okay.
You'd be in the bathroom more.
Does that make you poop? Is it just because it's like not something you're supposed to eat? I feel like I've seen soap that is food or something. Just like I've seen it conceptually somewhere, but I'm not sure where. Anyway, 23 months from Skaynork, 17 months from Keenaray, 300 bits from Wicked 3DS says, new job means I can join breakfast stream. Glad you're here. Jobs are always an interesting thing because they can go one of two ways. They either bring folks into breakfast stream, which I like, or they take people away from breakfast stream. It's always sad too because people like that regularly watch will be like, I got a new job, I won't be able to make it for breakfast stream anymore. And I always feel bad. Anyway, glad you're here. 3 from Satsu says, also, don't laugh, but I only just learned there was a community tab on YouTube. I mean, they don't do a good job of telling you about it. It used to not be called that, too. It used to be something else. Because, like, the concept of being able to write on someone's channel has been around for a long time, and that just turned into the community tab. So basically, like, you probably knew about it, but they changed the name of it. And they added new features to it. Because now the creator can post, like, photos and polls and things like that. I try to remember to use it, but I also forget it exists, and then I end up not using it. We get 12 months from Abyss Friend Rear. Oh, check this out. That's a fun sound. That could be the bass of like a jam track. We got 2 tier. Nope. Hold on. I almost said we have 2 months at tier 44. Congrats to Drek for hitting tier 44. It was difficult, but Drek did it. I'm not going to clarify any of that. I'm just going to say congrats for hitting tier 40. Yes, a tier 44 sub. Thank you, Drek. 2 months at that tier 44. 44 tears went into the making of the stream. More by the end. We also get a sub from Lucail Bazooka. Welcome. 23 months from Dark Shadow 86774 and 28 months from Jared Dillon. See, I got there. I feel like I cleaned my glasses and it didn't work. Did I do something wrong with it? What's going on? I definitely got a little... I did not do... I did this, right? You watched me do this? Did I do a bad job? I really need to, like, push. Okay. Okay. Alright, that looks better. I didn't check it the first time. I just did it and was like, yeah. But when you look through it, you quickly realize, like, every mistake you've made.
Ever?
No, I wouldn't wear glasses. So, I don't think I'd like that very much. The optometrist is like, the glasses are free. However, you will be constantly bombarded with every mistake you've made in your life. I'd be like, nah, I don't need to see. I'm good. That looks better. Anyway, this is going well. Like I'm still adjusting to it, but it's going all right. Isn't that just hell? Yeah, if your optometrist has horns, be like, wait, hold on. Are these glasses going to constantly remind me of every wrongdoing I've ever partaken in? And if they're like, maybe, be like, Turns out I was in a Boston, Massachusetts alley, and I took a secret door. That is a deep cut throwback for some of you from like 2 weeks ago. 300 bits from Space Vixen Music says, good morning, grandparents. Finally crossed one off my bucket list and saw Weird Al in concert last night, playing all his more obscure songs, including his ska hit, Your Horoscope for Today. What's your favorite non-parody song of his, if you have one? I actually prefer Weird Al's originals to the parodies.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Oh.
But I did want to say, Weird Al is one of the best people...
Concerts we've ever seen?
Yeah, in concert.
Yeah, we got the chance to see Weird Al in concert a few years back, and it was wild. I didn't get to film much because there was, like, so many people, like, security that was, like, just looking for cameras, and I was like, I'm not trying to upload the concert. I'm just trying to show, like, you know, some clips of what happened. Other than that, the concert itself was fantastic. Yeah. There's all sorts of costume changes and stuff.
Elton was good, Vagabond. Elton was really good.
Anyway, yeah.
Sorry you didn't get to see him.
That's a good song, too, Your Horoscope for Today. Your birthday party will be ruined once again by your explosive flatulence. Hurls a javelin through your chest. My favorite... This is also just my favorite Weird Al songs. Those were the good old days, which might say a lot about me, I'm not sure. The Night Santa Went Crazy, which also says a lot about me. God, those two.
Hardware Store?
Hardware Store. Hardware store is a really good one. But anyway, I mean, I could... There's a lot. There's a whole lot. Ooh, that's a good question. What was our first concert?
3 Doors Down.
Oh, what is the song that they do? Are they the ones that do Superman?
Kryptonite?
Kryptonite,
Yeah.
yeah. If I go crazy, well, you do call me Superman. If I'm alive,
Okay, you can stop there.
I had more.
I know, but you can stop there.
All right. Who was my first? So, like, I've been okay, it's gonna be too hard for me. I don't think I actually know the answer to this. My parents might know, and I doubt they know either. Because, you know, it was too... Thank you. Thank you. Because we grew up... Me, not you. I grew up...
Yeah.
Here in Myrtle Beach, and we have a bunch of, like, theaters here. So we have, like, House of Blues and, like, other more traditional music venues. But then we
having so many, we really don't get that many artists.
We do, just none of the ones you want to see. Sorry.
Not wrong.
We get a lot of country music people here. Not big ones.
Well, there's now the Country Music Fest here.
That's where they go now.
Yeah.
But we, like, there's a, like... I mean, old people's right. You know, there's a certain subset of the country western genre that is like people that were big a while back. Mm-hmm. And maybe they were even, maybe they're still big, but like they're a little older. It's the crowd that can't stand for the concert. So they have seats. Anyway, I've seen a lot of different bands. Like one of the first bands I probably would have seen in concert would have been Alabama. Mm-hmm. And I've seen Alabama more than once. I've also seen Ray Stevens, George Jones, others.
Who did you go with your grandpa that you were just talking about the
George
other day?
Jones.
George Jones. Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't like my first concert at all.
Him.
Like I saw George Jones for the first time, and the last time I guess in high school. But like, I don't know who the first one was. Alabama's like a reasonable guess, but it's. I saw the original Drifters, because they were in Myrtle Beach. It was a free concert too.
Hootie was in Appleton all the time when I was growing up. My mom was like, "We're gonna go see Hootie and the Blowfish."
I've actually never seen Hootie and the Blowfish.
Which is so weird because he's from Charleston.
Yeah.
He's not from Wisconsin, but I felt like he was there every summer, and my mom was constantly going to see him.
Dudo asked if I've ever seen Blue Oyster Cult. No. I doubt it. And like that seems like the sort of thing like Steven you should know if you've seen Blue Oyster Cult or not. But probably not. I saw a lot of different artists though. But I saw a lot of them when I was young, so like I don't remember. But just think of like an old most of them were country artists. Like I saw a lot of like country artists growing up. That was nice.
Yeah.
My first real like concert that I went to. I can answer that. I'll answer that. Because I did go to a concert at the House of Blues. I can tell you my first one for that. I saw Nintendo.
That is such a Steven answer.
Nintendo was doing a tour before the Wii came out. And they were touring with some bands. Plain White T's, Reliant K, the one that is the emos.
I can't help you.
I do know there were emos. There were some sort of emos there. Who were the emos?
My Chemical Romance?
I want to say it was My Chemical... The fact that everyone was like, emo, My Chemical Romance? I think it was My Chemical Romance.
It's It's a really good joke, Brandon.
Arian says, Reliant K with Nintendo? Correct. I don't think it was Fall Out Boy. I think it was My Chemical Romance. Anyway, there were 5 bands, and...
You knew none of them at the time.
No, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I knew them. I didn't know all of... Like, Plain White T's had not yet released Hey There, Delilah. Like, that's how early...
Okay.
I don't know what they were... I think they were the opening act. So, like, no one knew who they were, I guess. But I went with Austin to...
The concert?
To the concert to play... I wanted to play the Wii.
Of course you did.
So that's what I did.
Is that your dad? He might know the answer to this.
Dad says, Steven, when you were really young, you and I went to Alabama Theater and saw Charlie Pride, but you got tired soon and you slept on my lap till it was over. Sorry, Charlie Pride, who I presume is gone. Dad says, I had 1 tickets on the radio. Dad won so many tickets on the radio. That was a very, like, common thing. Charlie Pride, I'm sure you're dead. You are dead, but it was actually pretty recent. Aged 86 died in December 2020. What's your singles? Are you the one that does? Oh yeah, you do. Is anybody going to San Antone? That's a good one. And Kiss an Angel, good morning. Okay. You've got to kiss an angel good morning and tell her that you love her someday.
You've really introduced me to a lot of music that I had never heard before.
In my opinion, there are too many people that get certain genres of music like shut out of their brains, and like if you don't like something, then you don't like something. But I think more people should be more open-minded to different genres of music. In country, the two most polarizing genres are country and rap and hip hop. And like I wish people would be more just like give it a little chance. There's something out there. I really do. I think that very strongly. Anyway, so yeah, there is a good chance that Charlie Pride was my first concert based on what my dad said. Now you know. Let me go back to reading some things. 21 months from Anti-Hero Sora, 4 months from Starlight Rose YT, 2 months from That Lazy Bro, and 500 bits from Real Moist Pony says, my boss, who is a Michelin star chef, went on a rant about how Waffle House is one of the best restaurants in the world. Thought you would find that interesting. I mean, I do find that interesting. We also just read a,
what was it?
It was the #1 casual dining restaurant in South Carolina. Waffle House was ranked that, which I thought was appropriate, to be honest. Also, that lazy bro said, watching y'all with my kids, could y'all say hi to my kid Eleanor? She loves watching vlogs with me. Hi, Eleanor! I'm glad y'all like watching the vlogs. Also, on that note, I released a new one last night. I am moving...
There's a dog in it.
There is a dog in it. I am moving at a snail's pace.
There's also a Tim and Emil and Alex and Haley.
I'm moving at a snail's pace through the vlogs, but I'm getting through it. The next one is the vlog that I've been most excited to release in months. So I gotta get it all finished up, but I really love it. I get to use... I think the exciting thing is I get a chance to use footage that I've been sitting on for 5 years that
I'm
no one's
excited
ever
for this
no
to
one's
come
ever
out.
seen.
I know.
No one's ever seen this footage. I've just been holding it in my hand, and I had no intention on ever releasing it. I was just like, I'm holding this, and I got the okay to release it. I'm so excited, but I'll show you soon. Maybe today. I hope today. I've been a busy bee.
From Steven's vault.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I don't think it's ever been seen, so.
Yeah.
When do we get to see it? I mean, like, hopefully today. I hope today. I hope I get it out today. But we'll see. But yeah, it's a good vlog. Also a reminder that Alex runs a YouTube channel. Just full of old commercials and things. We weren't the type of folks to like record everything on the VCR, but I knew people like that, so I mean that's why Alex wound up with that channel, was because his mom had recorded so much stuff onto tapes. We usually had like a tape.
Carly and I each had a tape for like if we were working like a
Yeah.
night something was on that we wanted to see.
Yeah. Aw. We made Eleanor's morning. Good. Yeah, Alex has a channel called Golden VCR, which you'll learn about when you watch the vlog. And he got all the stuff out of his mom's house, and part of that was just a huge collection of VHS tapes, and he decided to
Capture them.
yeah, just digitize all of the stuff and then put it online. It's really nice because a lot of these like little local commercials and stuff, especially ones from before like this internet era, like they'll never be up. Like if one person doesn't decide to do it, there's a high possibility that it just won't happen.
Yeah.
And I hate that.
Because we were talking about like local commercials when we were there, and like the jingles that we had in our areas.
Yeah.
And like, you know, he has all of it on VHS.
Yeah.
And like no one's done that for where I'm from, so like none of those jingles and stuff.
Also,
And it's kind of funny because Carly and I were talking about birthday / Mother's Day gifts the other day.
yeah.
And she goes, oh, well, you know, Rhonda wants a gift card to Stein's. And she's like, what's their website? And I was like, I don't know. And she goes, well, it's not just Stein's, and we're trying to figure it out. So I sang the jingle, and she laughed. And she goes, yeah, that's the full name of it.
I mean, that's how you figure things out. Jingles are effective, and I don't think they're probably effective now because a lot of people don't have cable. I don't have cable, so like I don't think about that sort of thing now. But growing up, I still remember local commercials. Captain Nance's Seafood Restaurant.
Is Thomas still here?
I don't know. I don't know if that would mean anything to Thomas.
I think
or not.
it would, actually.
Possible. Oh,
There he is.
my man. God, there's more too.
Thank you, Five Nation. That's the exact thing I sang to Carly.
Pontiac, Buick, GMC, Subaru, Smart Car. We want to see you completely satisfied. That's the way we do business at Hadwin White. You know, I wish I could replace some of this stuff with
Actual.
like
things
actual like
should
you
know.
yeah. I really could have remembered like the quadratic formula in high school, but instead I was like, Subaru Smart Car, we want to see you come. I can't. Nope. Yeah, but this is too far away from. Yeah, so like this, that's the thing. These are like super regional. It's fine. You have to go into the like the older national ads, and then more people are like, yeah. Now I know what you're talking about. Let's see. 300 bits from Furry Zoe. With nothing else written. 13 months from Genesis. Thank you. Ratatouille flashback moment.
Did that jingle influence your lifelong relationship with Subaru?
I mean, we only just got our first Subaru. My parents had a Subaru. Did you know that?
Yeah, they've told us.
Oh, okay, yeah. My parents had a Subaru when they lived in Maryland, West Virginia, because Subaru go in the snow good, so they had a Subaru. but now we have a Subaru. Anyway, it's very easy for me to take the stream down the path of just reminiscing old ads, but we've definitely done that. So I'm trying to cautiously look at it from a distance and be like, okay, I'm not gonna spend the whole stream on it, even though I could, and I have before. We'll just look at it.
So the vlog you have to edit, are you going to give a hint of what that footage is, or no?
Yeah, I think I'll do that as a little bonus for folks who are here for breakfast stream.
Okay.
That would be nice. So first off, Alex and Haley are married. Let me open with that. Alex and Haley are married, and they were married in 2017. They had a little, you want to call it a courthouse wedding, I guess?
Yeah.
They had a courthouse wedding. The only people that were there were us. So, we were there, and I actually have footage of it. And I've had this footage for 5 years, but, you know, it's not my story to tell. And for the longest time, it was kind of a secret.
They were planning on having an actual wedding after.
Yeah,
but there were some circumstances.
So it just ended up not happening, and at this point they've been, you know, married for 5 years. And they finally tell this story on the vlog, and I'm able to use the footage from
5 years ago.
From that ceremony. So it's kind of cool because people will finally get a chance to see it.
Yeah.
And it made us feel special being there because like it was us.
Yeah.
It was nice. Anyway, that's the next vlog. So I'm excited for folks to see that and also hear their take on it. Anyway, 300 bits from Antiherosaurus says, I don't remember local jingles, but I do remember a bunch of Canadian PSAs that are stuck in my head to this day. The only PSA I can ever remember is duck and cover. Duck.
Is that because someone animated it with Earthbound?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only reason, actually. Oh, man. I don't know. Mentioning it here is probably not going to do me any good. I would really need to, like, tweet this and then tag, like, some Starman.net people. There is an old... I mentioned this to Chaz the other day. Chaz and Paul, and they had no idea what I was talking about. There was an old Flash animation that used ABBA's Ring Ring song. And it was animated with Earthbound sprites. And I tried searching for that the other day, and there are no amount of search terms that I can type in to make that appear. And Chaz was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you
and
try it
Paul
on the
doesn't know what I'm
forums?
talking about. Huh?
Did you try it on the forums?
No, I guess I could do that. I don't know. And it's going to be hard anyway because like Flash is not really around, but you can still see Flash content. You just have to like find it. Anyway,
See, there's some really
that's my story.
There's some really old Starman.net content that I remember that is long gone. It was long gone in 2008.
I'm pretty sure there was not a YouTube upload, but I wish there was. How's that song go? I was sitting by the phone, something all alone.
You're really into singing this morning. Oh, ring, ring.
Yeah, well, I know the chorus.
Okay.
I kept like, what are the lyrics? I don't know. Seems like nothing's going right. Da-da, ring, ring. Why don't you give me a call? Burr, 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 burr. If we don't get a Content ID claim on this breakfast stream, I'll be surprised. 3 bits from Item Crafting Live says, when I was a kid, I got a set of these Zoob building toys that came with the weirdest VHS video ever. What's the strangest promotional video you've ever gotten with a product? I mean, there's not a lot of promotional videos that I remember getting with a product. I remember when I was a kid, I had my parents had got me this.
Sorry, I need to find something and text it to Carly. I'll explain when you're done talking.
My parents had bought me this this little Crayola kit. It was like a. Honestly, it probably wasn't much more than like paper and some art supplies, but it came with a VHS tape, and it was kind of like oh, let's teach kids how to draw, and I really enjoyed that because when I was a kid, I actually really enjoyed drawing, and I remember one of the tutorials in that video was a shoe, and it was like you take your shoe and you put it up in front of you, and you know, learn how to draw a shoe. And I remember as a kid like watching that video and drawing and stuff, and at some point we rediscovered that box, and I was like, oh man, the Crayola thing. And when we opened it up, it had all of these drawings in it, and they were just all of shoes. So it's just all these shoe drawings inside the thing. It was fun. Otherwise, just any of the Nintendo Power VHS stuff, and I still have all of those. Those have been digitized on the internet already, so I don't have to do them. But yeah, I had all of those sets. 385 bits from Furry Zoe says, congratulations, you successfully followed those robot instructions. You can't fool me today. I'm alert. Satsy says, which is the same since you were saying. I didn't start wearing sandals until high school, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't start wearing flip-flops until you. I didn't like how they felt to wear.
Sandals became a part of my identity probably like early high school.
Add to photos.
The more you know.
Carly.
I mean, like, we owned sandals, right? Because we live at the beach. Yeah. But I didn't have a nice pair of flip-flops that I just wore all the time until high school. Because I normally wore shoes, actually.
So Carly and I had these VHSs.
Okay.
And the series was called Look, and it was like, look what I grew, and it was about gardening, and it was look what I found, and it was like mystery crafty things. And then it was look what I made, and it was just all like arts and crafts stuff.
Okay.
And the person who asked about promotional VHS, that's what came to mind, and I had to find a picture of one of the VHSs and message it to Carly. And that's my story.
I mean, that's fine.
They were all arts and crafts things, and I have no idea where they came from, and I have found no information online about them.
I think that's the weirdest thing.
There was an old game. So a friend of mine, the one that we met in Tucson, that's not Stephanie.
Yeah.
That had just moved there.
Yeah.
She had a game on her computer, and all I remembered that it was kind of like Chip's Challenge, kind of, but it was set in space, and there were chickens, and for some reason there were Bible verses.
You've told me about this. Did you end up figuring out what it is?
I did.
Oh, okay, so you finally found it.
I did find it eventually.
Good. There are certain things.
Is this a rad game? Yeah, kind of sounds like it.
I mean, there's certain things that, like, you stumble across them when you're younger, very briefly. They make some sort of lasting impact in your brain for reasons you don't understand, and then you try and, like, figure it out later just so you can scratch this weird itch in your head. Do you know the name of the game?
I think this is it. Yep.
Oh, wow. It's called Adventures with Chickens. Okay, well, I guess that's one way to...
When we first started playing, it wasn't first started, when I first started playing Continuum with, like, IRC, and I was like, wow, this looks a bit like Continuum. Or, Adventures with Chickens.
So anyway...
It took me a long time to find that game.
27 months from Scolopendra. There's a game that...
Because there's a game called Space Chickens. And that's
which is not the same game.
No, it's not the same.
I actually, very recently, it's funny that you bring this up. We were over at my parents' house, and one of the things I told myself I really want to do is I want to start cleaning out my bedroom over there, because there's still so much stuff that...
Come here.
I don't need and is over there. And I found some interesting software. I think I showed it on the vlog. There used to...
Yes, Zelda Master. I had that.
I've never heard of that. Howie Mandel's Toonland. Anyway,
one of the... why they're humming?
One of the things that I found was it's like Photoshop for kids, and it's Pokemon. That's the best way I can describe it. And they made a red version and a blue version, and I had both. And it was my first foray into that sort of stuff, like digital
photo
art.
editing.
Yeah, and I actually used that to make things, like, because it was pretty good for what it was.
So, question. And you used to do these photos on Starman with, like, text because Steve did them, and then you did, like, your versions of them?
Yeah.
Is that how you did that?
No, that was late enough that I had started using Photoshop. Photoshop 5 or 7 or something.
Game sale. All GameCube titles are 40% off. The new Minecraft Steve and Hoodies game is only $19.99.
It's from Item Crafting Live. Says, Rad, what game is on this zip disk that came in my box of Honey Bunches of Oats? The GameCube classic, Minecraft Steve and Hoodies. Sometimes it makes a game, and sometimes it tells you about a game sale. Also, if GameCube titles were 40% off, that would be a very good deal.
That would be.
That would be a very good deal. I told the story on the stream 2 nights ago that I had went into a game store in North Carolina recently, and the game store owner was talking to me and was like, can you believe people are trying to complete GameCube right now? He's like, they're crazy. I told that story and I realized, like, after telling the story, I was like, Tom is actually trying to complete GameCube right now.
See, I thought that's where you were
but
going
with fairness, Tom's crazy. Anyone trying to complete GameCube right now it's wild. I've seen people doing YouTube videos on it too.
Yeah.
People are like, yeah, I'm trying to complete GameCube, and I'm like, don't do it. Emil says, oh boy, 1,000-Year Door would only cost $700 then. 40% off, $700.
You Snuggle Boy this
How much
morning.
is that game now?
You Snuggle
Is it a
Cat?
lot? Price charting. Let's use price charting so I don't have to do it myself. Paper
Tom made
Mario.
cookies last night?
Yeah.
I need to go check some of that out. Thanks for rolling, Chaz.
Paper Mario. Oh my god.
Chaz rolled the beans.
I hate video games. Jesus. What happened?
Good boy.
Gross. Just gonna throw out some numbers for folks who are curious about this sort of thing, because you're probably curious about this sort of thing. Paper Mario loose N64 cart $81, which is disgusting. For whatever reason, Paper Mario Loose PAL N64 cart, $166. I don't know why that's so expensive. Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Ooh, $75 loose. 115 complete.
Can we turn you a little bit? No, don't push.
Does not even make sense. Anyway. Oh, okay. The PAL version of Paper Mario is rare. Anyway.
Do you see this child?
Video games were a mistake. Hi, buddy.
He's snuggly.
Oh, Snuggly?
You feel so much better, don't you?
He was really sick on Monday.
What happened?
What a good cat. Okay.
Once his stomach calmed down, we fed him the meat tube mixed with some water to get him some hydration and some calories. And I think he was like, oh, I am hungry and thirsty. And we were in the middle of washing out his fountain just to make sure, you know, everything was clean and set. And we had set it on the floor empty, and we were filling the pitcher to fill it back up. So, he was pawing at the empty fountain, and it was the most sad thing ever. Because he had been so sick and not eating or drinking all day, and then he was like, why empty? Why?
It was very pitiful.
And it was like, give us 2 minutes, Kepler. We're filling the pitcher.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to show you.
And the fountain is starting to have some problems. Because Steven put it back together, and he had never done it before. So it was like not quite coming out right. And then I had to fix it. Because I've done it so much, I know it's little silly tricks to make it actually work.
I know your little silly tricks.
And then you filled it yesterday with the pitcher. Because it had gotten low. And it messed it up. So we bought a new one.
I posted cat tax, but with the ultra-wide lens, so it slightly distorts Kepler's face. But it's cute. I think it counts as cute.
Look at that boy.
Look at that little boy. Little stinker. Look at that nose. One of the things I like to do is take really exaggerated photos with the ultra-wide camera. It's just fun.
I saw this like new thing. Someone's like, people need to start taking pictures of cats in ultra-wide. Mm-hmm. Like a low shot kind of looking up because they look so majestic.
You're a good boy. Anyway.
He has his head on my forearm like it's his pillow.
He is having a good morning.
He's a good boy.
He's having a good morning. 3 bits from the Reload says, since we're on the old media talk, there was what I assumed to be a Nick promo DVD I got in 2008. I have never seen it since then. And the only thing I remember was the cover, which is a whole story of itself. I do have a lot of promotional DVDs.
You do.
I
have some promotional VHSs too.
Yeah, but I have some promotional DVDs that that are still just like chilling at my parents' house. There was some stuff, because there's a lot of stuff that came with Nintendo Power. I remember vaguely picking up some promotional DVD stuff at a Walmart for video games, and I think I still have some of those. Chess says, wonder if I still have that Kool-Aid Man Activity VHS somewhere. Ooh, strange. I have a I don't know where I got it, but I have a Pokemon disc, and it was there's a particular era, folks. There's some folks here old enough to remember this. There's a particular era where they were making music CDs, but they were cutting the disc so it was like the size of like a trading card.
I remember them being the size of GameCube discs.
These are like, I don't know how to describe it. Imagine a disc, but it cuts straight lines through it, so it looks... Yeah, 2 of the edges are flat. There were a few different companies that would do that, and those were like promotional things that they would give you. Not hit clips. No, this is like...
It meant to go in a CD
This
drive.
is a CD. Like, it goes in a CD player. But...
It wasn't round.
Yeah, there would be 2 round edges and 2 flat edges. And it's like a business card CD. And you could just put... I mean, it was a CD. You could put whatever you wanted on it. But there was one that I had for Pokemon. And... It was a music CD because if you put it... I think it was for Pokemon the Movie 2000. Because it had, like, some music tracks on it. But then you could also put it into a computer and it would, like, let you download Lugia and Ho-Oh wallpapers or whatever. I still have that somewhere. I just don't know where. Joe says, do you have the Diddy Kong CD that was shaped like Diddy Kong? Yeah, I actually have it, like right there. It's like somewhere up there. Yeah,
Emil
I can see it
said,
from here.
look up the Pokerom on Bulbapedia.
Hey, that's it. I don't know if it was that exact one, but yes,
It's
something.
by the Learning Company.
Yeah, so the Learning Company is actually the same ones that did that software.
They did the American Girl doll movie maker thing.
Yeah, I think
That
they
I had.
either were Broderbund or they became Broderbund.
Or they bought...
Or they bought
it.
Broderbund. I don't remember. Hold on. I'm going to show you this disc because Doodles brought the attention to
I
it.
would like to see it. Oh,
No.
you're disturbing the
You
Kepler.
don't mind if I get... Oh my god, I'm so
I don't mind, but Kepler does.
so close.
Why don't you just get up?
No! Because I can reach it. It's literally right here. Might be a little dust on the bottle. Don't let it
It's
fool
okay,
you
sweetheart.
about what's inside.
He's very concerned. Look at you. Look at him.
Okay.
It's okay. Please stop wiping that. He's very upset.
So this is the Diddy Kong soundtrack. Diddy Kong Racing soundtrack. When you open it up, that is Diddy Kong's face.
It is not round.
It is not round. So if we pull it out, you can probably see it better. It's...
Show it on the back.
Yeah, you see that? It's kind of wonky. And, like, it's fine if your CD player uses a...
Clip.
Yeah, a thing in the middle. Like, if it sits on a clip, that's fine. If it doesn't, it's not good. Like, if you go to put this into something where it's a tray that it's going to spin in, that won't work. In fact, there's a little tiny text that's written on the top, and it says, not playable in car dashboard or jukebox type CD players. And apparently this was a company called The Original Shape CD, Inc., Orlando, Florida. Yeah, it's actually really awful that they did this. But this is not the only example of it, you know. Anyway, shout out to Thomas. This is I bought this off of Thomas. And now it lives right there. Yep, we have... I know, it's a bad situation where there's a lot of games that aren't even upstairs, so we don't have access to them because they're just in a box in a closet, but we do have that. We do have that music CD. It's fine. Listen, someday we're gonna move. And when we move...
This is not our house. We rent it.
Yeah, this isn't my house. Someday I'm gonna move, and I'm gonna have a place where I have shelves that are taller than 5 feet, because my walls will be taller than 5 feet, and then I will have more things out. And I can't wait for that day. But that day is not that day.
No.
Yeah. Space Vixen says, get yourself a basement office like John's. Well, first I'd have to have a basement. And depending on where you live...
Too close to the water table here.
Depending on where you live, that is not an option. There's no basements in Myrtle Beach.
There's a few places where we have enough of a hill to do a walkout basement, but that's ultra rare in this area. Like,
Yeah.
you never see
You
it because it's so flat.
You gotta be pretty far inland
Yeah.
to get a basement, unfortunately. Because that would be really great. Like,
Yeah.
John's layout for his stuff is really nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, someday. Okay, let's tell them about what's going on today.
Yeah, today is Thursday.
Today is Thursday. Today is, I think it's Pokemon? Yeah. Because we did 2 Kirby's back to back. Then we did current. I think it's Pokemon.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I scheduled something. You'll see it. You'll see it. And, I feel like there's something I was going to mention. I don't remember. Anyway, tomorrow...
Kirby.
Kirby. No. Yes. I was like, no, it's not. Yes, it is. Tomorrow night, we're doing Kirby again. And then, like, a vlog today, hopefully.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I'll have a painting soon.
We certainly hope so.
Yeah.
Mouse painting is good, though. Like, I've seen it. It's really good. It's the type of thing that I think everyone will like. And if you know what it's from, you'll be like, oh my god, that's from this game. But it's not overtly that game. It is overtly that game, but it's the scene that you're doing is like, if you don't know it's from a game, you would just think that it was a thing you did. Chat, yeah, and Chess says you probably know what it's from. Yeah, I'd argue that almost every single person here will recognize it, actually. And that's fun.
Yeah.
Alright. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Like, right now.
Okay.
We should,
Emil says, I can say it's good.
should we end the stream?
I mean, how long are you gonna be?
At least 15 minutes.
Yeah, we should end the stream.
Okay.
Thanks everyone for watching.
Alright, I'm going right now. Y'all have a good day.
Kepler, he's not coming back. You can follow him downstairs if you want, but he's not feeding you. Well, everyone, have a good day. Take care. And enjoy your Thursday. I need to find this button. Bye.